Good evening. Look how big this box is. Also, hello, Herbert non-Scrooge McGlue Erpaderp. What is the opposite of Scrooge McGlue? The finished model is built from parts within the box, without any modified and scratch-built work or aftermarket detailing sets. Is that an instruction? I wasn't going to use any aftermarket detailing sets, but now I want to, out of rebellion. Anyway, I'm going to build a NEUBAUFAHRZEUG, the NEUBAUFAHRZEUG. I'm going to probably say it wrong many times, and only some of them will be deliberate. It's going to be an amusing build, though. I need a laugh sound effect on my stream deck. Trying to lean the top of the box up against the thing so it doesn't fall flat and go under my chair. So I'll be using the box for a while. Need an explosion sound effect to drop the box too. All these individual track links. They're probably not that bad. They are just one link and 1 or 2 pins. And there's a jig, so maybe that's helpful? No idea. What I need now, though, are hull parts, which are probably right at the bottom. There's one. One hull chunk. Yes. And this has the side chunks. That might be all we need for the moment. I see there is some instructions for interior painting almost right off the bat, but I won't be doing that. Just for Herbert, it's NEUBAUFAHRZEUG. It's not, though. It's NEUBAUFAHRZEUG. You are going to have to remind me that pretty much every time. It'll probably make some people angry in the YouTube video when I do the build video. So that's always worth a bit of a sensible chuckle. The first step is just to glue these bits to the hull. I can do that. I've glued bits to hulls before. Thank you for the follow, to Gamer Boy. Streaming is going alright. I've only had 7 minutes and nothing's gone wrong yet. You have to clip all of the bits off if you want the part to come loose. Strange how that works. I don't need any more C-sprue bits, but I'm going to put it up there rather than back in the box. Oh, you're not actually a person. You're a terrible bot. Get fucked, idiot. No, I won't. I'm watching to hear you butchering any language. I do that. Especially English. Okay, now. Got a nice, fresh, sharp blade. Ready to solve any and all of life's problems that come my way. That's what you do with a knife. You solve problems. Herbert Erpaderp is not speaking He's not... Don't do what Erpaderp does. I don't know how neat this... To Miss Nubbins, they must all be destroyed. You may found a city called Gish. Glish? So you can have signs that say, you are in Glish. God damn it, Trekan. And they say the Germans have no sense of humor. You know who says that? Idiots. This is pretty nice as its own piece. I do like that. I hope all the rest of the bits are just as nice. There's more flash on this one. More flash. Nobody invited you, Flash. Ah. I'll use some sanding power. The rest are amusing parts. That sounds almost like a threat. You'll be amused. That's probably fine. And dandy. We will see if Mr. Amusing included some mean parts. Well, I'm already sure the tracks are the mean parts. There's photo etch too. some of it... I'm sure most of it's not tricky. I don't like how much of it there is, though. This one takes even more pressure. And is impossible to fit there. Maybe the doovers need a trim. Didn't help. Maybe I trimmed them the wrong way. Well, it did help a little bit. I don't really want to have to apply that much pressure to get it to go on. Let me guess. Photo etch, but no polycaps or locking tab mechanism. I think you're right about the locking tab mechanism. Possibly the polycaps too. Man, no fun allowed. Please just plop into place easily. It's not that big an ask. I think it's time to just YOLO it and glue it together. That is very light colored. That ought to do. Maybe I need to add some glue. Oh, it leaked through the inside onto my finger. Good thing there's no detail that I need to worry about on the inside. Probably don't need to video the other side going on. This is going to be a long build, so I think The fewer hours of video I record, the better. Of glue, because praise the glue god, or else. Gotta push that in. This side did require less pressure, but that's not no pressure. So seeing you gluing on both sides is a stream exclusive only. Great. Yep. You didn't watch it live, it didn't happen. I mean, you didn't see it happen. It did happen. Trust me. Good. 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 Okay, the next step is to add doodaddery to the inside of the hull. Top part of the hull. Of course, the hull is in the bottom of the bag, or box rather, as well. It goes on there somewhere. I give up. We need T sprue and A sprue. That's the G sprue.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hobby shop. So many sprues. Why are there so many sprues? Are you A sprues? These are B sprues. I'm going to need those in a bit. I can see on the instructions. These are A sprues. These big chonkers. You are a D sprue. That's not what I want. I want a T sprue. T for titties. Is the T sprue transparent? It is. T for transparent, I would assume. Hope it was an amusing hobby shop. Well, I guess. The guy there is nice. I'm sure he's very funny when he tells jokes. I'm amused by how much money I can just make disappear there. And by amused, I'm like, not really amused. Oh, there's so much stuff. I need an entirely new desk just to fit all of the parts. Okay, on the A sprues, we need part 16, which is a small cylinder. This. I believe it's an antenna mount. And for the other bit, vision devices. Both T2 and T1. Terminator movies. They're transparent, but and that's why they want you to paint this little inside bit black. But I'm not going to. No one's going to make me. Or you need a sprue demo, someone who gives you the sprues you want. That would be damn convenient. How much lettuce would that cost? Generally, you have to give people money, Herbert. Yeah, probably. There's no slots here for locking tabs on any of the turret holes, unfortunately. There we go. Any other nubbins? Didn't think so. Maybe that... I can't tell if that's a nubbin needing to be trimmed back. Oh, that's not fitting great. Costs per demo, 5 lettuce and 2 sauerkraut. That's an outrage. 2. They can have 1.5. Oh, I see how that works. There's little tabs under the guide tabs that fit on there. Fits very well. I find that very amusing. Thank you, Mr. Amusing. I think this is legally distinct Pirates of the Caribbean. Also, now I can't figure out which one is which of these. How much does it matter? This one's a bit thinner and smaller, so I think this is the forward one. Moderately difficult to tell which way it goes. Maybe the front of the box will be a good reference. Not at all. Well, it does look like there's covers over those. So maybe I don't need to use the clear bits at all. That's the box falling over. Right into the path of my chair's mighty wheels. Okay, I can't seem to find any hatch covers yet. They do have little doovers to be mounted open. But it does look like you can model them shut. And I think I'll model them shut. Take that, Mr. Amusing. So for now, I'll ignore that. Blogging. And here's where I video it and say something along the lines of, I thought there would be armor plates that go over the front of these, so I left the clear parts out, and now I've hacked up. Something like that. Omit, omit, omit. And then these. Don't put them in upside down, otherwise the police will kill you. They won't even question anything, they'll just kill you. There's another one toward the rear. Front rather. Come on, no problem if you make a mistake. The internet is very forgiving. Yep. We know that's true. Good old friendly, forgiving internet where everybody is positive and not just looking for a reason to get angry. We've got that. That seems to be step 2 completed. If you exclude my rebellious omission of clear parts and no painting on the inside there. I didn't wanna. It's not like it's gonna matter. Because I'm going to have the hatches closed. And step 3 seems to say to put this on. There's also an option for these bolts here. You can't see them on the overhead unless I tilt it like that. You can, if you want, shave these off and replace them with bolts that you shaved off one of the sprues. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the What's in the Box video. But I am not going to do that because it's annoying, and these look bolty enough to me. But you can do that if you wish. Maybe I need a bit of B-roll to waffle about that. And it's both these bits here and the forward bit you can replace the things on. So, forgiving people of the internet, you will obviously forgive me for not doing that. Though it is a good option if you want slightly more detailed bolt bits. All right. Maybe a bit of glue under here. Hell yeah, the glue god is happy. If I had 4 parts, I could be forgiving. You could. How many parts do you have? This feels like I've made a lot of progress. Look how whole-like it is. It's only like 4 parts, 6 parts, 7 parts. But it's like a whole hull. Lord of the Rings, I have 3 parts only. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings for a while. Maybe I should. Maybe I should watch the next season of The Rings of Power. That seems to upset people. Must be good. Little bit on the side there doesn't look like it should be there. I'm assuming, because they're the same parts, that they are identical, and I won't have any trouble mixing them up. Hey, Jackson, one of your favorite German tanks. Excellent. I like it because it's silly. By the way, where is everybody? Nobody watches my streams. Especially not on YouTube. And those need B sprue doodads. No, that's the C sprue. Close, but no cigar. Ah, there's a pile of B sprues I set aside before. I remember doing that now. Piss. That one has the drive sprocket that I want. Not drive sprocket, final drive. What else do I need? A sprue also has the shackle, but I'm going to leave that for a bit, because I believe with all of these other bits, I've got enough to clean up at once. Do I play War Thunder? No. I don't play War Thunder or World of Tanks anymore because it's just endless grinding. These are the correct parts. I can tell by looking at them. Yeah, you remember? Sure. Sure. I remember. Sometimes. It is a pretty funny thing to say. Now I'm thinking about it, how much cleanup will these need? These go on the bottom. Maybe I can get away without doing anything. That'll show them. Show who, Herbert? Them. You know. These probably do need to be cleaned up at least a little, because there's nubbins down the edge. And they think they can hide down the edge there, but they're dead wrong. Filthy nubbins. On the end. And then we'll do some Jeffreying. After these ones down the side. There is a little bit more flash on this kit than I really wanted there to be. Because I wanted there to be 0 flash. So far, it's not too bad. If I enter a club, get annoyed, leave the club and think after a while that it wasn't that bad and enter the club again, does this make me a remember? You made that a similar joke to that a week or so ago. It's actually kind of funny. It's also the sort of joke I feel obliged to groan at. Hang on, is that a tab I need? Or is it just a nubbin we don't need? Okay, we go this way up, this way around, it seems. I think. No! Didn't go on the floor. It wasn't a carpet monster attack. It's a little hard to see how it should sit. Maybe a completed... There is a completed diagram from the front, but I want one from the side. It's not helpful. I can't remember! You typed something wrong, I'm calling the police. Unacceptable. It seems like it's important to get right. You've got it upside down, fool. Those there must be to... No? I was thinking they would be to key it in place, but they're not. It takes a lot. You have to apply some pressure to get it to sit completely inside like that. That seems like what they want. But I could be making a dreadful mistake. I think I'll go with the possibly dreadful mistake. Where I've got those. Oh man, I forgot to glue the doothers in. Good thing I didn't glue that in. Boy, would I have been arrested and sent to jail where they pee in a cup and throw it on you for making such a terrible mistake. Now I don't have to press the mistake button. These have to go in from the top. Presumably that way up. Which means there is no requirement to clean the little nubbins up off the ends. I've saved myself valuable seconds of work. I don't see Flash. Hiss. Don't peel the part back out. You idiot. This is the bit where I go, oh, through the magic of editing. And how to see if I can get them in. Did I not trim the edge, the nubbins off this one? That is a darn foolish mistake. I must have only done one. Almost let these nubbins escape. This nubbin isn't shown on the instructions, so I'm going to just slice that away. It's probably fine. Is this the amusing hobby kit? Yes, it is. It sure is. So far, it's been pretty amusing, I guess. Not like laugh out loud amusing. You know China used T-34s. Lots of people use T-34s. They built so many of them. Alright. Does this wish to go into place in an amusing way? Not especially, but seems to go in place a lot easier on that side. Or what I think is in place. It bends up a bit there. That's wrong. That's what we want. Should there be a gap at the back there? Who can say? The instructions could say if they'd showed me a good after diagram. I'm using Hobby Abrams X kit. I built, I think the only other amusing hobby kit I've built is the ARL 44. And that was pretty good. The tracks were a bit of a nightmare, but otherwise it was pretty good. The problem with this, and why I'm so concerned about getting in the right place, is the bogies will sit on there. And if I get them in the wrong place, that'll probably be annoying. That's what it looks like from above. I'm sure that's exactly where they should be. And so, the glue god will come out and play. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? And now to video it so people believe that I did it. Have to have video proof. The first one was a stream exclusive. Doesn't quite seem as though it wants to fit as good on this side. I think this is the side that required more pressure to fit the side bit as well. They're probably related. It looks good. Even if it's wrong, it looks neat and good. Maybe that's what counts. That's probably not going to be too visible, so I wouldn't spend hours cleaning that up. Though, maybe the nubbins on the inside need to be clipped out. Let's just see. I have the instructions around the wrong side, which is not especially helpful. And it goes this way. I'm assuming they're again identical pieces because there's one on each sprue. It feels like it would fit better with these cut out. Much better. Man, what triumphant music. No, I'll clean these up too. While I'm knifing things. Nearly went on the floor. I can hear the carpet monster salivating. It's disgusting. Do I have a ruler on my mat? Yes, sorta. It is... 18 and tiny bit centimeters from tip to there. I don't know if the hull has any more at the rear hanging off of it. It's not perfect. Maybe sanding will help. Guess who's thinking of purchasing hobby stuff because his pile isn't big enough? Is it Trakan Belovich? That sounds like something he would do. I also often think about purchasing new stuff because my pile isn't big enough. I don't keep my models in a pile, so that's all the justification I need. One particular shelf with models, it's looking a bit low. Gotta top that shit up. Now that this kit isn't on the shelf anymore, gotta find something to put in that spot. This one's going to the ready rack. Hey, Deathlight Coast, how you doing? Okay, these go here. Didn't press record. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, I guess I put glue on first. We've done test fitting. We know it should probably work. The trick is not to put my finger in the glue. It's pretty good. Very riveting. $56 and don't know if I'll live to get long enough to get them all done. I mean, that's a morbid possibility, but it's still good to have variety. Maybe you can leave them to somebody who will appreciate them. I was thinking about that sort of thing with my kits, and then I didn't do any research at all. I was thinking maybe there's like a modeling club or something that people would, you know, enjoy some kits. That one fit a little less good. but I think it's still good. The next step is shackles for the front here. Now I'm kind of concerned. If I put those on, are they going to be broken off easily? Because I'd prefer they not get broken off, you know? Since model kits popularized in the late 70s toward 80s, only very few hobbyists died to old age. There was a theory on Korea and Japan that they might see people adding their model piles as inheritance. I mean, the 70s and 80s was a long time ago. Like 50 years. That's plenty of time for people to die. But I guess not everybody, not every hobbyist is hoarding stacks and stacks of models. You know what? Maybe it isn't a bad idea to put the shackle and shackle holder on. Otherwise, I might lose. There's no mold lines on those anymore. Nice smooth shackles. Yet another thing we can cover in mud if they don't look the part. I can't tell if there's a particular way up these should go, so there probably isn't. And they may need time to bond before I try to shove these onto them. Which is fine, I'll allow it. Everybody needs their time, even plastic parts. There's just enough play in that you can get it a bit wonky. If you want to get it a bit wonky. Let that bond, I'll get some more bits. More bits. From the next page, probably. Excuse me. I've not missed anything. I've not missed anything accidentally. So now it's a really good time for wheels and so forth. And boy, are there quite a lot of wheels. Okay, these are all 22s. These are 23s. Which is what we need at this point. Now, I don't know if I want to do all of them or just do one set and then do the rest off stream. There's a bit that says, remove this pin. It doesn't seem to show the pin they're talking about. It says right there in that little box. Maybe if I look at the parts, I'll get a better idea what they mean. There is a pin there, and it seems like it's highlighted in black there. Could be a mistake to remove that pin, but it's probably not. Man, there's so many bits on these suspensions. Use 2 short spring arms for fitting to uneven surface in diorama. Well, I'm not doing that, so I don't need to worry about that. question is, are they identical for each side? That could be the case. Could also not be the case. I'm not sure I understand, really. And that's normal for a doddering old fart like me. We need 22 wheels, and there's 2 wheels per duva. There's 5 on each side. So we have 2 extra wheels. It says 10 piece of both of these, and it looks like the same diagram, but there's different parts. So I'm not sure if that's different optional bits. And also says, please note the direction. I am paused by confusion. At least there's probably been plenty of time that I can attach the shackles. They might even stay there with friction alone. Pretty sure the little handly bit goes on the inside. Bastard. Yeah, they'll stay on. They don't need gluing. If I glue them, you run the risk of breaking them when there's not so much stuff around them. Very good. Okay, wheels. This is gonna be a wheel good time. Ha 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 ha. We've got new original jokes here. I think I will just... What time is it? I'll make enough for 1 bogey for now. I will probably do at least some bogeys off stream. This is the sort of repetitive task that is more enjoyable when you can stop every like 2 minutes and go do something else. there's two different sides for these, whatever they are. We've got 12 and 13. And boy, do they look exactly the same. Yeah, that one is 12. The ones on top are 12 and 13. I wonder what differences there are. Can't tell by looking at the back of them. That's part 13. It's part 12. Okay, the pin is in different positions. Dropped it. They don't wobble when you roll them, so they're probably straight enough. They do wobble a little bit, but not enough. No problem if you make a mistake. This is your first plastic kit ever, right? Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm sure it may seem like that to some people. Okay. Let's ponder on this some more. How tight a fit is that? That's tight enough. There shouldn't be any wibbly-wobbliness. I'm mostly just confused about the two different diagrams for what seems to be the same thing. The only difference is the outer arm bits. We can use 8, 4, and 5. It says to make 10 of those. Or there's B1 and B1, which we would make 10 of. Where's the bee sprue? Ah, bees! They do look different. Maybe it's a different variation, but it doesn't say anything about a different variation. And I've got to be honest, the 4 and 5 parts look a bit more interesting, and I think they require... Actually, I think they would be the same, except this bit on the upper and lower part is a separate part for these ones. There's an exclamation point in this diagram with these. So that's what I think it is. You have to pay more attention to get all of this right, rather than with these. And that's probably so they can be movable, which I'm not really interested in. I think I'm slowly figuring it out. I will go with the first set. Excuse me. And for those, it says to remove these pins. Let's see if I have to remove the pin to get the parts on. Okay. This is number 5. And this is number 4. Don't need that. I will glue the wheels into their frames. And then we'll clean up the arms. can't see the hole. I can't get the nubbin in. Okay, with that together, the pin that you need to remove is basically on the same side. Might be up the wrong way. The pin is a bit of an interference. So we remove it. Funny how the instructions knew about that. That was the secret feature of German tanks in World War II, which made them superior, not movable wheels. Stops them from being stolen. They learned that from when the Australians dragged away the A7V. If it didn't have wheels, that would have been a lot harder. Been meaning to go to the museum to see that A7V for a while now. We got that. And I think in addition to these, we're going to have to sandwich a middle spring bit and an upper not spring bit, which are both located, not both, one of which is located on the A sprue and the other is on the B sprue. B14 or 37, or A37, which is use short spring arms for fitting the diorama to uneven surface. I might use the A spring because I'm using the A arms. Sandwich. I could do with a sandwich. I'm getting the hungry. Probably because I didn't really eat much of a dinner. Because I didn't want to be sleepy for stream. A37 and A11. 11, of which there are 5, unsurprisingly. Yeah, you can see how that works. That links into the bottom of the whole doodad, and so does the top of this. Very nice. It might even, in some cases, make sense to leave it unglued. It does say not to glue the outside arm bits, but it does say to glue this bit. And also, we've got a sink mark on one side of this, so I should try and make sure that half of the sink marks are on one side. I want those to be on the inside and not visible. Okay, how visible is the springs? Probably somewhat. A moderate amount of visibility. It would be nice if some of this was keyed so that it would sit automatically at exactly the right angle, but I don't think that's the case. There's another bit that goes on last. So this joins here. Doesn't say whether or not to glue that, so I might leave it unglued if I can. Now, if there was an easy way to glue this bit together with the spring in the middle, it would all be movable. If you are hungry, choose soup, meat, sausage, or cheese. Oh man. I'll choose the sausage. Is there going to be a little fairy to bring it to me? Okay, that seems to force me to have that at that angle. I can't get it any further up, so maybe that's really helpful. Try to fit on the other side for whatever reason. That actually helps quite a lot. I assume that's the correct angle. Looks like what the box shows. That's probably going to result in a nice square fit. Now I will probably just leave that loose. Sandwiched loosely together. I'll try to do for both of them. Because there's enough friction there that that might stay together. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. I can glue that there because that's the right position. Leaving the central bit and the upper bit movable, so there's more flexibility when putting it on. So we don't have to get all angry and break bits. I think I've figured it out. I think a lot of things, though. It would be nice to have an after picture of the side of the suspension with the A10 and A9 parts in place. Because I can't quite figure out how that's meant to look. It's no big deal though. We've got something to do. Isn't the company who made this kit assuming hobby? No. I'm doing it wrong by assuming. It's amusing. I should be doing it amusingly. Ha ha ha, I'm amused. Assuming hobby. Okay, you're gonna slide onto that. Yep, probably. That's probably close. We've got the arms as raised as they'll go. And we'll add a touch of glue. Because if we don't add glue, we'll go straight to glue hell. And we just gotta hope that that was the correct way to do it. Probably was. I wouldn't make a mistake. Not old, always correct Herbert. And that still moves. That's basically the bogey done. Now we've only got to do 9 more. I don't really want to do 9 more at the moment. Glue to you and your house. I can't do the Gowron eyes, unfortunately. I probably should complete the bogey by gluing on whatever these bits are. That's 10, which goes on the close side, ostensibly. I don't know that it really matters, and they look identical. I'll reference the box art. The box art knows what's what. Okay, there's little holes there. Use the box as a pointer. There's little holes there. And these, whatever they are, have a nub. that sits in that hole. And it seems it should sit level with the arm. Just have to fiddle with it. Can't leave well enough alone. That's probably about right. Surely if it's out by a millimeter, nobody will notice or care. Must buy this model in future, but what company has the best option? I don't know. I haven't even built this one yet. This is the first Nooble Warble Wobbler that I've put together. Amusing Hobby seems pretty good, but I've only built one of their other kits. So far, other than a little confusion, this is going together really well though. Hope you're doing well. I'm just working and lurking. I'm doing okay. Getting sleepy because it's late. And I'm an old man. Yeah, this is the outside one, so I want to get this one as good as possible. things. Whatever you do, gluing, eating, or sleeping. Well, I intend to do eating and sleeping very soon. I've been doing gluing and it's been wonderful. I love gluing. I think I'm at a point where I'm just gonna do the rest of these off stream. And hopefully, unless I get all lazy or busy, have them ready for next stream, next week. And I can just glue them on. Hopefully without any problem. And then we've got drive sprockets and a rear plate and a bunch of other little doodads on this page of instructions to get through. I think that's going to be enough for me. Hey, silly, you've arrived just in time. Just hopping in for the last minute. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to see if there's anybody online who I'd like to do a small raid at, because that's the thing you do when you do a stream, I hear. It's all the rage amongst the youth. You know what? Darth Bobo is playing World of Tanks. I like him. I don't really like World of Tanks much these days, but why not go and watch that? Eventually the function will work. This is your pilot speaking. There, click this button, click start raid, and we do a raid. I'll possibly be back in the morning for some sort of video game stuff. Maybe not, depends how well I sleep. Thank you for watching, take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo. Say hi to Darth Bobo.